can see it in my eyes. All I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet. I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side. Yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic with the gang. We ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face?
Okay, Coach, so the folks here, they are bundled up, but they're ready for football as you get a look at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous. Check.
On second down, it's Carson. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
25.
From the gun, Jackson rolling to his right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. On first down, Carson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
First down, Ravens.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 yards there. 1st down. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Chris Carson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Check, ready. Get the flag.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. On 2nd down now, it's Grant. Stays on his feet. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards, a 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Ready? Check. Slam, slam, slam. He's checked it, he's checked.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson, and a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
They go play action now. Jackson on the move to his left. He'll try and run it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a 1st.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a 1st down.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. They run it with Carson, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The stop was made by Jannard Avery.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
We own it. That's it. We own it. 53, hey, 53, check 53. You don't know no better. Check.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. This will be caught by Brown. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 31-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
At the 24-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
42 the mic, boy, 42. 42's the mic. You gonna see me in your night.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Man open left side is Brown. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 23-yard line.
Let's go now. Mike 42. Screen, what's the screen?
From the gun, it's Jackson. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Sheldon Richardson, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
3rd and long.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Browns nothing. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Alert, 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 alert.
They go play action. Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Regular. Tighten up. Hurry.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
180. Hey, alert.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup.
Fournette. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2 yards, good enough for a first. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt, his 17th touchdown now on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
They don't want it. Keep playing.
To throw is Jackson. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
53 is the mark. Hey, watch him. Go.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run again with Hunt. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
King! Mike 48. Spud! Check 48's the Mike. Check 48's the Mike. Rabbit. 48.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to look deep now for Landry. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up. Check, hey.
This is Grant. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
53, check 53.
Jackson operating from the gun. Escaping, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jannard Avery in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Tavon Young in on the tackle.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Mike 48, Mike 48. Try to do better. Come on, QB, come on. Wide.
Alert, 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 alert.
Check.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
No.
They run again with Hunt. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
King.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check the back. Hey, switch gears.
They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the 1st. Now Fournette. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Check 9.
On the run, this is Hunt. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Run.
Mike's 40. Mike's 40. Here we go, D.
Real.
Here I come. Check 3.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd.
Kill. Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey,
Regular.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here we go. Big on the base. Check 53. Mike. Hey, watch the slant. Go. Let's go. Show it up.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And we're back now here in Cleveland. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Around the NFL, 3rd quarter from Foxborough. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 yards there, first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Fournette, a first down carry. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Set. 180.
40's Mike.
Pistol.
Where we go? Let's go.
I got it.
Mayfield off the play fake. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Breanne Bonnie Calhoun. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. They'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 45-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Pull it together.
From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now it's Carson. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Mike's 4-2. Check back. Mike 42. Let's go, D. 42's Mike.
Here we go.
Go.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. It's complete to Grant. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Corey Grant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
Joker. Shift.
Mayfield on play action. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Hunt. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Right there. Stay, baby.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
180! Hey, alert, alert! Alert, alert!
Switch it. Check.
On first down, it's Hunt. So he got 3 of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Mayfield to throw. His throw incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Hey, alert 33!
Here's Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
All you get is 36.
They'll run on first down. Grant. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were spurred on by